What's up, everybody? Jon Falloutt, Lucas here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. For the first time ever, I'm going to be making content and actually pursuing something that's been a dream of mine for a very long time. If you're here for the first time, if you don't know who I am, first off, thank you for being here and for actually caring. And for those that do know who I am, thank you so much for joining me on my journey. I'm a former professional gamer. I played Xbox for Team Envy and Gears of War for about 5-6 years before I stopped playing, started shoutcasting, and currently I'm an esports shoutcaster for Fortnite, Apex Legends, of course, Gears and Halo, my loves, as well as Madden, Tekken, and a couple of other games with WSOE. And I'm also a full-time global sales executive at Microsoft, so I help enterprise customers by selling them cloud software. As you can imagine, I stay a little bit busy. Of course, gaming is something I've been doing for a very long time, and this channel is going to be a mix of a few things. One, my gaming background, traveling, vlogging, and then two, hopefully inspiring other people on how to be successful, how to be more healthy, how to succeed both in a gaming esports industry or just in life in general, because not everyone wants to be in gaming and esports, and I've been able to have both sides of the coin by being very blessed in my life and my career. So I'm really excited to be giving you guys a bit of my background, also what's making this all possible and why I'm able to finally kick this off after 12 years of being in the industry. Two things. One, I've been kind of sitting in the back seat and watching some very close friends be incredibly successful, which is amazing, and I'm so happy for them in gaming. I think for the first time, I actually decided, you know what, why not me? Why not pursue this myself? And then two, a little company that you've probably heard of by the name of ASUS and ROG is making this all possible by sponsoring me and by partnering in a major way to allow me to pursue content and build my brand alongside ASUS. This is all possible because of them, so a huge thank you and shout out to ASUS as well. So first off, my origin, my background, where I came from, how I got to where I'm at. For me, gaming and esports all started, of course, at a young age, like everyone else says. My brother and my cousin got me into it with games like SOCOM 1, SOCOM 2. I played a little bit of RuneScape back in the day. And then, of course, Halo 2 came out. Started playing that competitively with my cousin, Billy Mech, a.k.a. Dynamite. Huge shout out to him. He's why I'm at where I'm at. Then a little game called Gears of War came out. Rumor had it was going to be added to the MLG Pro circuit alongside Halo. I knew from the age of 12, after watching the MLG TV show on USA Network and seeing Ghost Yami and Carbon hold up a $100,000 check, that I wanted to be a pro gamer. That's what I wanted to do at 12, 13 years old. And I thought that Gears of War was my chance to do that. So I grinded the game consistently from about 13 to 17, 18, and then ultimately retired at 19 years old as a pro player. My career was pretty long-standing, a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I wish I knew then what I know now about just leadership, success, hard work, and how to be the best in your craft. But I will say overall, gaming and esports taught me about everything that I know about hard work, communication, leadership, and success, all the things I just listed earlier, through a lot of trials and tribulations that I went through in my career. So on top of playing Gears of War professionally in high school, this is from 13 years old as a freshman all the way to 17 years old as a senior, I was playing football and lacrosse in high school. I was on the varsity lacrosse team, played football up until junior year of high school as well, and also maintained straight A's. So I say that because my rule with my parents was always, we will support you in gaming, we'll be as supportive as it gets, as long as you get straight A's. As soon as you get a B, we're no longer gonna fly you to these tournaments, we're no longer gonna let you do what you're doing, scrimming every single night, playing 6, 7, 8 hours a day. So my days were a little bit crazy. I would start the day at 6:30 a.m. for school, go to school and cram my homework in study hall or wherever I could. Finish school, go to lacrosse practice or football practice, come home at 6:30, scrim until about 12, 1 in the morning, wake up at 6:30 and do it all over again. Things were a little bit nuts, but I will say at a young age that taught me a lot about hard work, managing multiple things, juggling multiple balls, and how to be successful, how to be the best in the world at something like Gears of War and gaming. Whether it's you're the best in the world at chess or gaming or knitting, I don't care what it is, if you become the best, it teaches you something about how to climb that ladder, and that was an important lesson I learned in high school. So not only was I playing Gears of War professionally on Team Envy alongside Nick Merckx, High Distortion, and Prospect, but I was also going to school full-time and college full-time, and super involved in college. I joined a fraternity, I founded and was a member of the men's varsity lacrosse team, I was an orientation student leader, I was the president of our campus programming board, super involved in college while managing all of this. I also started streaming on Twitch, so I started streaming on Justin TV in Gears of War 2 back in 2009. I started streaming on Twitch when it came out. I was one of the first 100 partnered streamers on Twitch early on in 2010, 2011.
That Mark guy is gonna come flying up the stairs, and everybody's gonna come pushing these stairs. Here they come. Boost shot. Watch out for Boom. Boom's gonna be there too. Watch out for Boom. Back off. Just hold it. Just hold it.
I was actually pursuing gaming at a kind of full-time rate. However, when Gears of War kind of died, I shifted my gaming focus to college, internships, graduating college, and still embracing that path. I also really focused on lacrosse at the time and everything I was doing in college, and kind of put gaming to the side for a little while. When I graduated from college, I had a couple internships, interned at CVS, Athletico Physical Therapy in the marketing department, and got a job at the Microsoft store. I was a product advisor, obviously had a huge passion for gaming, had a huge passion for Microsoft after being a professional Xbox player for so many years. I loved the brand behind Xbox, which was Microsoft, and I wanted to work for a company I really was passionate about. I thought I was going to go into healthcare originally, decided not to go into healthcare administration, went instead into the technology space, which was very fitting given my gaming background. So about the same time, I was working at the Microsoft store as a product advisor, hosting Call of Duty tournaments. I met a lot of amazing kids in the area from the gaming community, Call of Duty in particular. Gears of War started hosting tournaments again. When I say Gears of War, I mean the community. It was Hypefest Station, Captain Barbosa, some amazing people. So, of course, I was excited that the return of the Gears of War scene, all of my old friends, the community, it was nothing serious. But I flew myself out, paid for my own travel, my own hotel out there, and a big shout to Captain Barbosa for making this all happen, and started commentating for fun. It was my second or third time commentating. My first time commentating was the Australian Cyber League online tournament with Gold Glove back in like 2011, 2012.
1-0 in maps, and I've actually never had a chance to see Innate Behavior play before. This is my first time. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Tactical and Villy Army are the two guys who I want to keep my eye out on this game, as well as Deadly for Envious.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we should start off this game with a listen-in on Behavior. Actually, let's see. Am I on their squad? I don't even know.
What team are you on? Actually, I can't remember.
I don't know. I think I am with them. I was.
Yeah, so you're with the COG team. You're with the COG team.
So let's start with a listen-in on these guys.
But outside of that, didn't have any commentary experience. It's very embarrassing watching those early broadcasts from Hypefest Station and hearing my voice. I had no idea how to talk, how to commentate, how to do analysis, you name it. But I owe everything I have now to those early days of Hypefest Station. Because of that, a couple things happened. One, I kicked off a career in casting, hosting, you name it. Two, I ended up getting a job at the Coalition, really a dream job, working on Gears of War when Microsoft acquired the rights to the Gears of War franchise from Epic Games in 2014 timeframe. After the Hypefest Station, after casting, after being a pro player and founding community websites, I founded GoNation.net, was very involved in the Gears community, always wanted the Gears community to grow just out of passion. I got a job basically doing that full time. I was a community program manager and esports program manager for the Coalition. I worked alongside Jack Felling, who is one of my biggest mentors and closest friends on how to work full-time, how to be a professional, because that was still new to me at 21 years old, how to build an esports program, how to work at a game studio, give feedback to game designers, and I helped build Gears of War Ultimate Edition and Gears of War 4, and helped launch the Gears of War esports program alongside Jack Felling, Sarah Boatman, and many other amazing people. Loved that experience, met so many great friends, learned how to snowboard, so many amazing memories from those 8 months in Vancouver. However, I got a call right after I started in Vancouver that I got accepted into what's called the MOC program at Microsoft, the Microsoft Academy of College Hires. It's a really prestigious and amazing program where they hire recent college graduates, usually from like Harvard, Yale, Cornell, University of Michigan. And here I am from Elmhurst College getting selected to join this program, which I never thought would happen. And it was an opportunity to also go home and be back with my family. My mom was going through some stuff at the time, had an injury in a fall. My dad had some heart issues. He had a heart attack when I was in college. And my brother was starting to have kids, so it was really just a good time to get home and be with my family while also pursuing this amazing opportunity with Microsoft. One of the hardest decisions I ever made because I gave up my full-time career at the Coalition, working at a studio, my dream job, really, and instead pursued a full-time technology career with Microsoft. The good news was the Gears esports program that I helped build launched, and I got to be a commentator, the lead broadcaster for the Gears of War Ultimate Edition Esports Pro League, flying to Burbank, California every single week to do their Pro League matches alongside Deluxe and Blaze. Did that for many years, did Gears of War 4 when it came out, and then this game called Fortnite came out, and I was able to launch my esports career beyond Gears, jump into Halo, jump into Fortnite, Apex Legends, now where I'm at, and really develop the skills necessary to be an esports broadcaster. So one thing I will say about me, my background, my career, is I always did gaming full-time. I always did school full-time. Now I do gaming and full-time work full-time. So I think that's a lesson, for me at least, taught me a lot about managing multiple things. And I hear a lot of people talk about their passion for gaming, wanting to get into the gaming industry, not having enough time. You can manage it all. You can do gaming on the side while you're doing whatever it is, school, everything else full-time. program. And for me, it was really important for my parents, Greek immigrant family. It was really important that I finish college, and I always loved sports as well. So it was important that I played sports throughout my life, lacrosse in college, flag football now, football and lacrosse in high school. And that's one thing in general I think that is true to my brand, my career, my approach today is do it all. Sink or swim. And chances are, if you're a warrior, if you're a fighter, you're going to find a way to swim. You're going to find a way to be successful in everything that you're trying to manage. Obviously, don't overcommit. I don't want to preach that message. Be great at everything you do, but understand that you can maximize your potential by pushing yourself a little bit harder. So that leads to where I'm at today. Currently, like I said, full-time esports shoutcaster, full-time global sales executive still with Microsoft. I actually, after I joined the mock program, went and launched the gaming and esports program for Microsoft Store worldwide. I had 80 gaming experts kind of indirectly reporting up into me, helped build the esports program, weekly tournaments, weekly programming, worked with publishers, developers in business development, marketing, launched campaigns, and had an amazing experience building gaming communities in 80 city locations across the world. And that leads to where we are today. The ASUS partnership, 2020, the year that I finally kick off content creation, inspiring others, hopefully, telling my story, travel blogs, and gameplay. Of course, I'm really excited to play and show you guys that I still got it on the sticks. That's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting. It means the absolute world. Make sure to follow me on Twitter @Fallout with 2 T's, Instagram @Jon Falloutt with 2 T's, and I'll catch you at the next video.